So, next segment of the game, we're going to go to our garage and hop in a car we recently acquired. We're going to do the Mercedes Steel Case Touring car. And I'm going to keep this car bone stock and just see what happens. Raza, what's up? What's up? How you doing? My voice cracked. Anyway, German touring car. 10,000 credits per race, so a little bit of money, but this is where we can build some wealth. And yeah, it's a race of all. I don't think it has any limitations, but it's all German touring cars, which I think there's only 3 in this game. The Mercedes CLK, the Opel Astra, and the Opel Calibra. And yeah, pretty much we got a balance of pretty much everything. 3 CLKs, but 3 Mercedes, 3 Opels. That's the way to think about it. Yeah, let's get right into it. Completely different engine sound. And I think the Calibra is up there with the V10. I wish this game had the Alpha 155. That's like one of my favorite touring cars ever. But I think that we'd have to wait until... I think it's in GT Concept. If not, it's 100% GT4, but... Whoa. First time we're driving something with power. It's got a lot of power. Whoa. I just made sure that the Astra just had pain and suffering. Yeah, actually driving some fast stuff. The sparks, yeah. Not enough cars do that. I think only the race cars are really capable. Whoa. Oh, big spin. But yeah, there's sparks. Indeed. Pay attention to the bottom. Because it's, you know, the real life effect of when the bottom of your car hits the ground going fast. That's how cool this game is. It has that effect back in 2001. I mean, sparks could damage your car, but it isn't necessarily a bad thing to have. In this game, there isn't really damage, so it doesn't really affect your race at all. So yeah, bone stock, this car can compete. No upgrades needed. Have I tried Enthusiast? I've played it like once or twice. I have the game. You know, I popped it into my PS2 for the laughs a couple years ago. And, you know, it's a good game. It just feels like a GT4 clone. And it kind of is a GT4 clone. But my thought was like, you know, it feels good, but if I want to get this kind of experience, I just play GT4. But yes, I do have it, and we could check it out on a stream one day. Dramatic intro, yeah, it is pretty much a GT4 clone. A GT4, it causes goosebumps, it causes your hairs to rise up when you play the intro. So there we go. Honestly, for bone stock, this is a really easy race. Kind of shocking how simple that was. This is going to be a sweep series, isn't it? No upgrades needed. Shivesh, welcome. How you doing? Anyway. Calibra had a strong start, but he came in last, so 10,000 credits in the bag. You can do better than that. We'll be playing F1 2021. I haven't bought it yet. I do have a donation budget, but I think I forgot the donation link, so that's probably why we haven't seen that much, besides from a few super chats. But I'm probably going to buy it on sale. I'll wait for it to go on sale before buying it. So right now I'm a little too busy to be completely grinding F1 when we have this on our plate, which is quite a lot. But once this game slows down, I think maybe we can explore other options. Try to get through this game. The A9 trailer had an Enthusiast song in it. I didn't even know that. Full throttle grip on that car. I think it's also because this car comes with medium tires, so we just have so much more grip. I'm doing well though. Thanks for asking. Oh, look at that. We have opened up a gap. This is a pretty quick and easy series. I wish there was more to it. In Gran Turismo 4, the German Touring Car series is really interesting. You have a mix of cars and, you know, more real-world circuits, longer races. I like GT4's Touring Car Championship better than GT3's. Oh, let's be fair, there's a lot of stuff in GT4 I like better than GT3. GT4 saves the overboard races for the Extreme Series and the Endurance Series, especially the Endurance Series. So after GT3, which game will I play? Well, originally my idea was Burnout 3, but I lended the game to a friend and I haven't seen that game in like 2 or 3 months, so see what happens with it. If I don't have Burnout 3 by the time we finish this game, then I don't have our next game in my possession yet. But it's on the way. And it's not exactly related to Discord picture I sent yesterday either. I won't reveal it until it arrives, but I did order it, and I think it's supposed to be delivered sometime in September, but we'll see when it arrives. But you guys take those clips together, you can probably figure out what it is. But yeah, Burnout 3 will be a much shorter game than this one. Yeah, Vettel got disqualified. I'm still really bummed about that because, you know, it doesn't take away from the mega drive he put in, but, you know, in the records he won't get it. I know he has like 122 podiums or something like that, but it's, you know, You cherish them all. I think he'll bounce back. He might even win a race. You just gotta, you know, see what happens. But we've had multiple chaotic races this year, so anything can happen. Monza should be huge for chaos. I'm expecting McLaren to win that one. Anyway, another bad race for the Calibra. But since the field gets spread out, that helps our race. Not that the championship's in any doubt right now. Unless the AI suddenly turn on upgrades like at race 3 or 4. Charles Leclerc almost won the British GP. I did watch that race, yeah. That was, I mean, I'm wearing the Ferrari cap, but that was such a weird race, all things considered. You know, tons of drama. Social media was an absolute mess for like 2 weeks. I mean, now social media is just mad because Lando Norris said something on Girl of the Grid. I mean, honestly, this F1 summer break is really like a break. We've had no earth-shattering news at all during the break. The biggest piece was the Japanese Grand Prix getting cancelled, but multiple Grand Prix got cancelled this year, so it wasn't a huge shock. But even the Russell Mercedes camp has been really silent throughout the whole break. No teasers or anything like that. I feel like one day we're just going to open our phones on a Tuesday morning or something like that, and all of a sudden all the news just explodes. I do think the driver market is waiting for Bottas to find where he's going. Look at that pass. Big overtakes. Yeah, this series needs to be a little more difficult because we're in a bone stock car, and this is well, too easy to be real. You can get all golds on IB, then this series is a cakewalk. Yeah, Michael Andretti doing the IRL My Team mode. That'd be fun. Alright. We are just dominating. Libra's having a better race this time. When will Jill release the Venom F5? Probably next month, if we're being real. It's coming. Yeah, I guess the question is what's the next Drive Syndicate car now? The Bolide. Yeah, Roman Grosjean's having a great IndyCar season. Speaking of American races, I got a phone call from Road America yesterday. The racetrack Road America. And they told me that they are doing a Ferrari Challenge race weekend. So it's like the Ferrari GT cars. In 3 weeks. And the tickets are $50 for the whole weekend. or $30 for just one day. And I think I want to go. Even if it's just going to be Ferrari race cars, I think that's a really cool chance to take some great photos and just listen to some beautiful engines. Yeah, the CLK touring car sound is just like not many cars that make it. So Calibra has a better race. We have a full race lead, not that it's going to make a difference. So yeah, let's keep going. Laguna Seca. Real racetrack. You know, about time they put a real racetrack in this series. Although there's only 2 in this game. $80 tokens for 8-year anniversary. Happy 8 years, guys. I think the game does, in like a couple of days it turns 8 years old, right? Or is it already past that point? I know it's in like August 20 something. I forget if it was 22nd or 27th or something. But it was late August of 2013 the game came out. And that's our celebration. Tomorrow's the anniversary, the 22nd. Okay. Yeah, I remember my first day of 8th grade was like August 23rd. And I remember my friend told me, hey, did you see Asphalt 8 came out? And I was like, oh really? And at the time, that was back when Asphalt came out every year. And I didn't know that it came out at the time. And sure enough, I checked my iPod Touch when I got home and it was out for $1. And I bought it on the spot. 99 cents. How far that got you back then. Such a great time. I return to 8 or 9. I don't think I'll ever return as a full-time player, but you know, I'm always like talking to people in the community, and sometimes I pop in just to like, you know, check something out. Like for instance, the Venom F5 test drives came out last week, and of course somebody leaked it. But aside from that, I had access to it still, so I drove a few races with it just to try it out, see what it's like. I didn't record any video or anything, but I did drive it to see what it's like, and it was a pretty neat car. Pretty neat is an understatement. It's a beast. But you guys have all seen the YouTube videos about it. So, yeah. I'll do that stuff, and then of course I'll pop into Asphalt 8 to see if there's any sales I can take advantage of, like, to dump my tokens on. Still waiting for the Yesco to go on sale. I have not seen the Yesco on sale, ever. I would totally buy it with tokens. So looks like the AI are a little bit stronger on this race, which, you know what, we need that for a change. Ferrari 250 GTO comes to Asphalt 9 while I tame the car. Well, I have some tokens in reserve to buy a pack for something, but 250 GTO I feel like would be an unlikely pick. But it would be something to go for. I'd think about it. Yeah, nowadays the Asphalt 8 talk is like, have you seen how pay to win this car is? No. Nowadays, if you talk about Asphalt 8, they're like, that game still exists? I remember when I was at college, at university, and, you know, some of my friends would ask, like, oh, do you still do YouTube? And it's like, yeah, and they're like, oh, what do you stream? And I would tell them Asphalt 9, and they're like, that game's still around? And this was only like a year or 2 years after the game came out. We're talking 2019, 2020 when I was getting asked this. So, kind of shows you how popular Asphalt 9 is nowadays. If people think it's already a dead game. Well, they'd be even more shocked to hear Asphalt 8 still gets updates. Pretty regularly, too. But yeah. Now I stream a 20-year-old game, but if I tell somebody I'm streaming Gran Turismo 3, a 20-year-old game, they're like, that's cool. Anyway, race 4. Even though the AI seemed to be a little bit tougher, we got through it pretty easily. Another bad race for the Calibra. So, what's our points? I know we're going to be already guaranteed the championship, but 40 to 20. We have a 2-race lead already. So, there we go. 10,000 credits in the bag. We're getting a nice payout. Alright, I'm going to save the game and then I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. So I'm way back when I was a younger kid, and then I did that Minecraft stream back when the Devo event happened, and that was mildly popular. Fortnite has an Among Us mode and a Ferrari. What a time we live in. Anyway, last race in Tokyo. And then after this race, we could call the stream early, or what I had thought was we could do half a championship. So, as you guys have kind of seen, we can do a mid-championship save, where we can do part of a championship, save the game, turn off the system, and then come back another day. We're going to use that a lot when we get into the professional league races. But I was thinking of doing half the next championship, and doing the other half next week. That sound good? I mean, we could just marathon it all, but I feel like it would take like 2 hours. I don't know how long it's going to take, because we might need multiple attempts or something. I don't know. Depends what prize card we get here. It's gonna reach its 10th anniversary. Yeah, it's probably gonna... I feel like S-Fleet's gonna exist until Gameloft is like... You know... Until it gets bought out or something like that again. But I feel like they're gonna stick with S-Fleet until... It is completely like a shell. Alright, last first place pass. That one is a little bit tougher than before. We were in the lead for a sweep. But yeah. It's no wonder why this series doesn't get much recognition in this game. It's because it's so short. It needed more races. I feel like this could have been a professional league series. But then again, they need more touring cars, so... They could have done an amateur and professional or something. I don't know. The GT4 version is much better, though. This series needs a pit strategy. I'd say like 10 lap races for a 5-race series with pit stops would be the right time for the right like amount for this series. Not 5 3-lap sprints. Because these race cars need to be driven more often. They're cool cars. Yeah, they call it, I think it's the imposter mode or something like that. Yeah, totally a ripoff. Agmosu. Use PC or laptop to game. I have a laptop as my gaming device. I plan to build a PC. I wanted to build a PC last year, but then the GPU shortage thing happened where scalpers were buying it, and I decided to hold off. I still want to build a PC, but I don't know when's the right time to do it. I don't need to build it right now because my laptop is still doing pretty well. But at some point I want to switch to having a laptop for working on, and then a desktop to do like my gaming and editing and stuff on, and streaming. Because my laptop is approaching, it's 4 years old now. So it's still going strong, and it has 1050 Ti, which still holds up today for a lot of games, but I feel like at some point I need to make the switch. But I don't know when. Right now I'm just saving up and then I blow my money on a camera or something like that. I don't know. I'm just trying to live a little. Anyway, we have swept that series pretty easily. Calibra still in pain. He's in big pain. He's far back, 11 seconds back. Seed stunned and backwards, yeah. Watch out. Nuts D's. Anyway, 10,000 credits in the bag. And let's go get our prize. So, for winning the series, how much money we get? 30 grand? We're above 300,000. I think that's the most money we've ever had at this point, which is pretty nice. Anyway, prize car. What's it gonna be? Is it that thing with the wing? It is! Look at that. Opel Astra Touring Car. You know what? I feel like that's probably the best car to get from the series. I think you can buy this car with money, but honestly I would never buy this car normally. But we can use that later on. That will definitely be helpful. Opel Team Phoenix. Nice. 450 horsepower. Astra Touring Car. Pretty sweet. I like it. Something we don't have. Something I wouldn't normally buy, so we could totally use it. Anyway, 45.2%. We're at 81% win ratio. And yeah, that's the end of the segment.